Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into the Mega Bloks Power Ranger Super Samurai Megazord Constructible figure set with bonus items. This set is numbered 5777 in the series and contains 425 pieces. This was first available in 2012 and sold for about $60. I got this set at the end of 2012 at a TJ Maxx and paid $24.99 for this set. Now there is a standard version of this Samurai Megazord set, but this particular set includes 4 bonus items, basically 4 Rangers and their stations where they drive the Megazord on the show. Taking a look at the constructible set in the packaging here, or actually we'll take a look at the packaging. You can see the Samurai Megazord here constructed, and this set also is able to allow you to construct 2 other modes with the pieces included. And as mentioned earlier, there are 4 bonus items, basically 4 of the 6 Rangers in here, and you can see Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Gold Ranger, and Pink Ranger, and also their stations where they drive the Megazord. Here on the back of the package here, you can see the Megazord again, the Samurai Megazord, and the 4 included minifigures, and the stations that they drive the Megazord, and the 2 additional modes you can construct using the pieces from the Samurai Megazord, and also previews of other Power Rangers Samurai sets, including the stations sold separately, vehicle sets, Zord sets, another vehicle set, and the Claw Armored Megazord mode. Now we'll be right back and have the contents of this particular set out of the box. Okay, we have the contents of the Samurai Megazord set out of the package, and there's quite a few items here. A lot of pieces in bags, manuals, and sticker sheets, and I gotta mention one lone block here that isn't in a bag. And I'm trying to remember if Mega Bloks does this as a standard. They always include a loose block here, and I think it's because of the serial number here. I could be wrong, but it's been a while since I've opened a Mega Bloks set, but you got that one piece there. And we're just going to go ahead and take a look at each of the items included in this box set. And first up, we have here an assembly manual for the bonus items, the stations, the 4 stations included in this set, and nice sheet there, and you apply some stickers and assembly manuals for the minifigures. And on the other side you have a nice picture of the completed set there of the Samurai Megazord and the 4 stations and minifigures there. And also a parts list for the bonus items. Next thing we'll take a look at is the manual for the Samurai Megazord itself, and it's pretty detailed here. It's got about 24 pages of assembly instructions, and interesting to note is that there's a part list there for the Samurai Megazord. On the back here, they do not include assembly instructions for the 2 other modes for the Samurai Megazord. You have to go online to the site here to be able to get the assembly instructions. So that's pretty interesting. So for this video, we're just going to go ahead and construct the Samurai Megazord, and we won't do the 2 other modes here since I don't have the assembly instructions for them at the moment. But that's pretty interesting. Next thing I'll take a look at are the 2 sticker sheets that came with the set. And this one here is the sticker sheet for the stations, the ranger stations. Pretty cool. You got the 4 different colors here. And this sticker sheet here is for the Zord parts. And you got the nice Shiba logo there in gold, which is pretty cool on there. Pretty nice. Next thing I'll take a look at are the bagged parts and pieces. We have here a bag, what looks like for the Red Ranger and some of the Zord heads and the sword. We got a bag of red and blue pieces here. And a bag for the shield parts there. And the green pieces here. And some yellow and gray and blue pieces. And a mixture of colors here. Not sure what those are for. Then you have another bag of mixed colored pieces. Here we have a bag of blue and black pieces. And here we have pieces that are for what look like the Rangers and the stations there. And another large bag of multicolored pieces, and also what looks like the ball joints as well. So very interesting pieces and items included. Now we'll be right back and have either the stations or the Megazord constructed. Okay, we have everything assembled here. We have the Megazord, the Rangers, and their stations. And it's actually quite neat. I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. First, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Megazord itself, since it is the main highlight of the set. And we'll take a look at the bonus items after that. Okay, let's get these out of the way. And we'll take a look at the Megazord, the Samurai Megazord, and it's actually quite nice. I like how this turned out. This Megazord here in Mega Bloks construction is actually pretty close, I'd like to say, with the actual Megazord on the show. And it's really well done as far as Mega Bloks construction blocks are concerned. We're going to go ahead and take a look at 2 items first that are a part of the Samurai Megazord. First one is the sword, and you can just slip it out of the Megazord's hands here, and you can see the sword is actually very nice. And it's made of a bendable plastic. You can bend it here and there, and mine turned out relatively straight, which is very cool. And you can see that they added some detail to the sword, the actual symbols of the 5 Zords. You have the lion here, the dragon, the bear, and unfortunately obscured here would be the ape, and then you have the turtle. It's unfortunate that this hole here obscures the ape symbol, and it's on both sides where it's obscured, so you really can't see it at all, unfortunately. And they have 2 holes here. I'm not sure why they had this second hole on the blade itself. It doesn't really make sense to me, but they did. But it's really cool that they etched that in. It's actually not like painted on, or it's actually part of the sculpt, and it's actually very well done. I really like that. And the sword can be placed in the Megazord's hands. You can just slip it in on either hand, but I have it here on the Samurai Megazord's right hand, which is pretty cool. Now the next item here is the shield, which is pretty cool, and it's got a gimmick here, a spinning shield action there, which is kind of neat. It's basically pegged in loosely there, and you can pull it off there, and you can see a little rotating portion of that. But looking at some of the details of this shield here, it's actually quite cool. It's got basically a sticker here of the Shiba logo, which is nice, and I believe the instructions have you place the sticker on this plate area here where it's square, but I decided to just go ahead and put it as along the diamond plate instead of the square plate there, just to be different on there. So, but it's pretty cool. A nice round circular shield there with a nice gold sticker of the Shiba logo. Now the shield can also be placed on the back of the figure right here. You got these 2 points here on the back, and you can place that on the just peg it in with standard Mega Bloks. There you go, and you can mount the shield on the back. Now the way I have the sticker placed, you can't have the Shiba logo right side up. That's one thing about placing the sticker in this position. But if you had placed the sticker in the normal position with the square design instead of the diamond design, the logo would be able to be straightened out. But I just wanted to be different, I guess. But taking a look now at the Samurai Megazord, I'm really happy with how this actually turned out. It's very close to what the Samurai Megazord actually would look like on the show, like given a Mega Bloks construction or construction block design, and you can identify actual individual Zords on this Megazord, which is actually pretty cool. Now I have to mention that I did make one change to the Megazord. I redesigned the forearm area here on his right arm because I believe that the Mega Bloks design has it incorrectly, at least for the label application. If you look at some pictures of the Samurai Megazord, the way I have it designed is more accurate in that if this Zord was to fold in, this sticker would be right side up if it was folded into its the Zord, the Turtle Zord design. So I just went ahead and switched around a few blocks, basically the position of some blocks over here, so I could have the quarter circle area here of the forearm in the correct position. So that's one thing I do want to mention here. But otherwise, I think it represents the Megazord pretty much accurately to what was on the show. But looking at some of the details of this particular Megazord, you can see he has the helmet here, which is very cool, and you can actually see the face of the Megazord there, which is very nice. Looks very good, and the eyes are actually painted green in there. It's hard to see since it's recessed into the helmet there, but it's actually pretty cool. And you got the crest here, which is pretty neat. It's made of a softer rubberized type material, so that's kind of cool. You can actually see some of the design of the Shiba logo on the helmet there. It's actually quite cool. And you have a portion of the red lion origami symbol there for fire. Kind of neat. Now all of these symbols that are on the Megazord are stickers that are applied. That's one thing I'm not too keen on. I wish it was sculpted or painted onto the actual pieces instead of having you to apply stickers, mainly because of the peeling. It tends to peel over time, like on the edges of the points here, like I have it where it's peeling right now. And also you just really have to get it lined up correctly so the sticker doesn't hang over the edges over here, and I've had to apply the sticker and peel it off again numerous times just to get it to line up correctly. And even then, the best I could do, there's still a little bit of sticker on the edges of the pieces here that hang over, and that would be prone to peeling over time. So as close as I can get, there's still a little bit peeling on the sticker application. So I wish it was actually sculpted in or actually painted in. That would have been nice. But still, it's nice to see that Mega Bloks has gone to the details of adding the symbols onto there, allowing you to add symbols even on both sides. You can see the stickers here on both the sides of the arm, which is neat. Some more details of this Megazord. You can see the lion head here protruding out of the chest, just kind of cool, a nice sculpt there. And you got the Shiba logo here on the belt area again, to represent the Shiba clan. And you got the sticker details here on the legs, again more of the red lion origami there. And then you have the blue dragon there for represent water. And here you have the green bear to represent forest. So that's kind of cool. And then you got some more stickers here, one of an octagon and a hexagon there. So that's kind of cool. And for the feet, you can actually see the bear head and the dragon head there. It's actually really nice, and I like how Mega Bloks has used these pieces to represent as closely as possible as this Megazord. It's actually quite nice, a lot better than I expected. I thought it was going to be more blockier in design. Even from the photo I saw in the box, I didn't think it was going to be as good as it looks, which is very nice. And nothing really that I can see that's too out of proportion for this particular Megazord, which is really cool. Now this Megazord has some articulation, which is really surprising as well, because I didn't think it would be as articulated as it would be, but it is. The head can actually go all the way around and up and down and even side to side. It's on a ball joint, so that's very cool for posing. And the arms here can go all the way around at the shoulders, which is pretty cool, and can go out and in and forward and back. Those are on ball joints as well at the shoulders, which is kind of cool. And there are ball joints at the elbows, so you can actually bend the elbow in and out. You can rotate it, given the parts here that do impede a little bit, but not too much, as well as in and out. So you really have a lot of posability at the elbows. And the hands are on a tinier ball joint at the wrist, so they can go all the way around as well, in and out, and even side to side. So lots of posability there. And there is no torso articulation, but there is waist articulation that allows the Megazord to go side to side, but not all the way around, because a part of the Shiba crest or logo at the belt does impede that movement all the way around on there. But still a nice range of movement side to side, which was unexpected, and a nice discovery of articulation there. The legs are on a ball joint as well at the hip, allows the leg to go up and down and back and out to the side and rotate in and out. It's a little bit more restricted on the range of movement at the hip, mainly because of the belt area runs into the leg on the articulation. And there is even knee articulation, so you can bend the legs at the knees, in and out, rotate a little bit on the side, and a little bit side to side. Again, due to the block construction here, it does limit that articulation. And the most surprising articulation that I found is the ball joints at the feet or the ankle. And this allows the figure to bend the foot that much forward and that much downward, and even side to, or I mean to left to right, which is pretty cool, and even ankle articulation. So you can get this Megazord in block construction in a variety of poses, which is really cool. Very nice. Much more range of articulation than the actual Megazord toy from Bandai. So I really like this particular Megazord because you get a nice range of posability. And I do have to mention that it's a pretty decent sized Megazord. It's about 10 inches, 10.5 inches, depending on how you pose this particular Megazord. So it's not small by any means. So it's a really cool a version of the Samurai Megazord. And next we're going to go ahead and take a look at the bonus items, which are the 4 Rangers and their stations. Okay, we have the bonus items that are included with this Samurai Megazord set, and that's of the 4 Rangers and their stations. Now I'm not sure if they're called stations or cockpits on the show, but I'm just going to call them stations from here on out in this video. And it's a really nice set of bonus items. I really dig this, and I've tried to line them up as best as I could, given the number of bonus items that were included. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the stations first, and I'm just going to show one of them in detail because they're essentially all the same, and the only differences are in the colors that are tied to the specific Ranger. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Red Ranger station here. Let me just pop off the figure here and the sword there, and take a look at the Ranger station itself. It's actually pretty cool. Again, as close as possible to what's shown on the US version of the show. I believe the Super Sentai version does not have this station design, and I don't believe they use the Mega mode, at least from the early episodes I've seen of the Super Sentai. I think it's a US only version, but I have to watch more Super Sentai Shinkenja episodes to determine that. But on the US version, this is the station that they use to drive the Megazords and Zords. So that's pretty cool. And you got these sticker applications around the base here, a color specific tied to the Ranger that drives the particular station. In this case, it's red. It's kind of neat. I believe these are supposed to be lighted areas, but the best you can do with a sticker application. And the sticker on here is actually quite secure. It's not prone to peeling as much because it doesn't hang over the edges like stickers from the Megazord. So I think these will sit well and are not going to be prone to peeling. And you can see some detail here on the station here, which is kind of neat. You got this nice piece here in silver, and then over here you have a little slot that you can place the sword in, so in order to pilot the Megazord or Zord, which is cool. And you have simple block construction here for the area where the Rangers will stand, and the Rangers stand on this little piece here. And what's kind of cool here is this back area here. Now these Rangers are in their Super Mega mode. You can see on there. So I guess this is a little bit different than the normal Mega mode station, in that it's translucent, and which is really cool. And each one of these bonus items, the back pieces, are translucent in pink, gold, and in blue, which is very cool. Now this here is the Shiba logo just a simple two pip piece, you could say, and it's attached on there. It's in gold, and it's in gold on for all of them, and it's actually done quite nicely. Very well done for the small number of pieces that are used to construct this station. It looks pretty good, very close to what's on the show, and I think it's actually quite neat. Now, next thing we're going to go ahead and take a look at are the Rangers themselves, and we're going to take a look at the Red Ranger here, and it's actually a pretty cool figure here, and you can see he's wearing the Super Mega Mode I guess shoulder piece here instead of the normal Mega Mode piece, armor piece, which is cool. And also the helmets are different than the Samurai version. I believe the Samurai version on the mini figures are painted on, but the Mega Mode versions are sculpted, and you can see that it is sculpted onto the helmet, which is cool. And you got the kanji characters for fire for the red samurai there, which is pretty cool. And the helmet is removable, and you could see the details of the figure here, and it's a masked figure. So I think to get away from the actor likenesses, they mask the figures, and all you can see are the eyes and eyebrows. But it's painted for this particular figure, eyes in blue, I guess to represent Jaden on the US version of the show, which is pretty nice. And again, more details on the armor there. It's actually kind of cool, some sculpted detail. And the belt here is made of gold plastic, and I believe Jaden here is the only one that wears that piece amongst all the bonus figures here. Now, for articulation, the head can go all the way around. It's a little stiff on this one, and the arms can go forward and backward, but it's impeded, of course, by the shoulder armor there, so you can't get it all the way around. And the hands can go all the way around at the wrist, and there is no waist or torso articulation, although you can pop it off on there. And the only other articulation points are on the legs, so you can swing the legs forward and backward. So pretty much typical minifigure articulation on here. And this one here is of course the Red Ranger, which is pretty cool. And you can see some details of the Gold Ranger here. Now they're all pretty much the same except for the colors and the helmet designs, of course. So I'm not going to go into detail on each individual figure, just point out the unique differences, like the helmet design here. And all of the helmets on these figures are have that sculpted design on there, so that's kind of cool on there. If I can get it in the focus here, not doing too well in the focus there. Let's see. There we go, a little bit better. Pretty nice for Gold Ranger. Nice use of the colors. The Pink Ranger here is done fairly well, although there's a little bit of paint slop on the top of the kanji character there for this particular figure. And we have here the Blue Ranger, which I have to point out is much different than the rest. This particular Blue Ranger is translucent on the torso and on the helmet, which I found kind of interesting, and also the most poorly painted of the floor, because there's a lot of overspray here on the paint into the helmet. But I found this one kind of interesting because of the floor. He's the translucent. Even his armor here is translucent, which is very interesting on there. So, but it's nice to have these 4 Rangers with the super. The Samurai Megazord set. So, really cool. Now, they're be one question that may be driving most of us that see this set or this video, and the biggest thing that biggest question is why is there only 4 Rangers? Anybody that watches the show knows that there are essentially 6 Rangers on the show, and they only included 4 in this as bonus items. I'm not sure what Mega Bloks' reasoning is, but they only included 4. Fortunately, you can get separately the Yellow Ranger and her station, and in her Super Mega mode. And this is a hero pack that's purchased separately. So if you want to fill out your team, Mega Bloks wise, you can purchase this set. Now, there is a set for the Green Ranger as well, and that's this one here. Unfortunately, this particular set is only the Ranger in his normal Mega mode. So if you really want to have the Super Mega modes in of all the Rangers, you're gonna have to find a Super Mega Mode version of the Green Ranger. But he does come with a station sold separately. And another unfortunate thing is the back area here is not in translucent green. Looks like it's just simple black. So I'm not sure if Mega Bloks has released a Super Mega Mode version with a Super Mega Mode Ranger and a translucent green back area. I've looked but not been able to find one. So you sort of can get all 6 Rangers if you wanted to. And I wanted to have all 6 Rangers, and I have them all here best as I can put them together, and they are with the Mega Bloks Samurai Megazord, and I think it's a great set to have, and it looks great on display, especially with the Rangers at their stations. And I recommend this set if you're looking for a Samurai Megazord that's pretty well articulated and pretty close to what the Megazord looks like on the show, given the block construction. This is my casual peek into the Mega Bloks Samurai Megazord set with bonus items. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.